As you can see, we've got the next cell block underway. I just started the foundation there and have laid the plans down for the piping and electricity. So once this door is in place, they won't be running around the bottom. So hopefully they get on that pretty soon. It's not too big a deal. I'm not in a big rush for this or anything. We don't have new inmates coming in, but it would have been nice to have this done a little bit faster. What can you do? What can you do? So let's see, auto-saving, there we go. So yes, we're going to end up with a number more cells here. We're going to end up with 12 more, plus the 3 is going to be 15. So that's cool. We'll definitely take in one more set of prisoners once these rooms are up and ready. Then I'll go ahead and turn it on and tell them to send them in. That means there'll be some slight downtime, but I was going to say it'll kind of let me catch up on some other things, but so we may do that, or we may just, once we're getting close, maybe I'll just tell it, yeah, bring them in. We'll see. We'll get it figured out. But other than a few little incidents here and there, it hasn't been too bad. Kind of going through this stuff. I did add the accountant therein. You can see that health is almost researched. So once we're there, we'll be able to do a bit more. So now we can see kind of the money in, money out. So we're barely profitable, obviously $60 here a day. I'm really looking forward to getting the the whole workshop going. Let's kind of bring this up again. Actually, let me go back out. Let's pause this. Okay. So we've got labor, and that's going to come off maintenance. So we have a little bit to go. We're going to finish. We're going to get this health. Health is kind of in progress, and then I think I can go ahead and just click this for now. Queue that one up. Yeah, because I think that's going to be kind of key, and I think we're going to have a pretty big workshop. We're going to end up with a number of cell blocks and lots of workers. That's the plan anyway. I say that's what's going to happen, like it's a guaranteed fact. No, I am Weem, and if you've watched me long enough, you know I can't guarantee anything. I certainly should not be trying to guarantee anything. Okay, so health has now been researched. That's cool. So we can do the infirmary and everything. I mean, I could set that up in the yard. That's what I talked about before, but I think we'll wait a little bit and kind of think about that a bit. The reality is I plan on doing, you've got these 2 blocks here, and then I'm thinking about expanding them kind of back a bit. So the reality is I could very well do an infirmary down here or something. But, I mean, I could do it here in the middle, let this be surrounded by yard, and then I can let the yard kind of come down into this area. Actually, come to think of it, I could do these blocks as L shape and then have the primary yard be down in this area. It's an idea. It's a concept. We'll see. We'll see how that works out. Let's see. So far, though, this should be just about there, right? Are you done yet or what? Are you getting there? The visitation's been working out pretty well. We've had, obviously, the families coming in and everything, so that's good. Looks like we have somebody due for release soon, which is fine. So that's going to drop us down to 7. That's cool. We have 15 available cells, so when we lose that one, we're going to have 16, which, I mean, that's 2 kind of trucks of 8 prisoners. I don't know that we'll necessarily get 8 the next 2 times, but it could be that I don't really need to build any more cell blocks for a while. And kind of see how things pan out, see how things are flowing. What's kind of disturbing me right now is that I've got guys that are complaining about sleep, and they're coming over here into the holding cell. So, I mean, it could have something to do with me, not kind of getting these guys to go over there. I don't know. I'm going to actually kind of run through some of these guys and do just that. Again, I mentioned this before. I don't know if I have to select unique cells for them. Probably not, but kind of do that anyway. Yeah, they're getting scooped up and brought in there, so that's cool. That's cool. Pause this because you are the 2 that are left. You to there, and you know what? We're going to choose this first one. Why not? We'll see if that goes. Oh, he's like, hey, don't cuff me, man. Don't cuff me. Don't cuff me, bro. I know where to go. I'm good. Cool. Get those guys back over there. I think they were just missing the holding cells. It had the TV, they had like wide open space. It's very messy and it must stink really bad. But now we do have the cleaning cupboard. I was gonna say cleaning closet, but we can't really set anybody to be working that stuff yet. Not until we come in here and. Oh, no, we now have that because we have the security. I thought we had to go one more in order to get that, so never mind, I am wrong. I am dead wrong. Dead wrong. So let's see. Well, it says you require deployment. I'm forgetting, you guys. It's been too long. It has been too long. So that is something we have to research off of here. So I'm going to go ahead and select that because I think we just finished. Yeah, we just finished the other one, so... Alright, we'll get deployment going, then we can deploy people to start working in the cleaning closet, which means we are only one step away from having a workshop, being able to deploy people there. So I think that's going to be key. That'll be next on the list. And we may just break that off of here. If I jump into planning, kind of show you what I'm thinking. I mean, we could do this, you know, kind of big, and I want to do big. The benches you put down, they're really big, so they take up a lot of space, and I really want to get like everybody in on this. So I may go a little gung-ho and kind of make this be a really big building, something like this maybe. Something kind of crazy. Because we are a filthy rich CEO, and we can never have enough money. We always need more money. There you go. It's in the works. We've got future workshop being built here, and yeah, pretty excited about that. But let's jump in here really quick. I'm actually going to pause time here, and we want to deploy. I want to deploy to this cleaning room, and so let's do that. Not you. You are not what I want. Let's go over here and say these guys. Let's see. That's only an area for you. I mean, I guess I'm only doing this. I don't know if this matters. Oh, I suppose if I leave them out there. Here. We're going to kind of designate these areas, right, as medium security areas, and then we can, let's see, say staff only. We might as well do this kind of stuff while we're here. Cool. Excellent. Okay. Oh, we don't have prison labor. That's right. I forgot there's a whole nother step to that. Alright, well that's cool. We've got these areas designated, so hopefully that'll help. I haven't really had any issue yet, and I don't know, like, you know, does this mean the guys, you know, tend to want, like, do they avoid this more than they normally would? I'm not entirely sure. I just don't know. But anyway, let's jump into here real quick and get into that prison labor here. So we're going to need to get a foreman in order to actually get this thing started. And we do have one more office, so let's do this. Staff, get the foreman in there. Cool. Okay, so I forgot about that one more step. I thought once I had deployment I could deploy. That's okay. It's a little bit of research. We'll get that thing done in no time. And besides, we have to work on the workshop, and we're going to have to put down the benches, wire this thing up, all of that. Let's actually pause this real quick. So the things we put in here require the full cable, not just kind of reaching in and making sure there's electricity in here. So I'm going to run this down to here. And then I'm actually going to run, let's see, I forgot, can I even select those yet? I can't. I forgot how big those are. I think they're 3 by 2? They could be 3 by 1. So let's see. I want to get them close. I suppose if I do this, I'll be fine. Yeah. We'll do that for now. And of course I could do more over here, but I think initially we'll just start by lining up the benches and everything in here. Well, you know what? If they're already doing this, I should just have them do everything all at once. Let's do something like this. I could carry this down farther, but I think we'll leave it at that. That's going to get electricity there. I've already got doors in place, so cool. We'll let them kind of get back to what they're doing. Yes, and I don't know if you can hear it. That's me rubbing my hands together. I don't have a maniacal laugh where you would hear that. Yeah, that's terrible. Oh boy. Okay, that was my attempt at a maniacal evil CEO cackle, but I'll have to work on that. Let's see here. Definitely losing money. Can't wait to get money there. So we've got these are all good now. We just need to get the doors in here. Let's go ahead and define these rooms as solitary. Then we can do doors all around. Yep. Hut. Cool. Rotate this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. So much money being spent, but we have quite a bit. 89,000. Not bad. Okay, cool. Workers are going to get that all set up, and then we will be prepped. So let's see. You know, we could have people here pretty soon. 7.5-ish hours. I don't know if it's probably not enough time, actually. I'm going to need to close the gap on the fence, tear this fence down. Yeah, so we're not going to do that just yet, but I can get that kind of started. We can queue up a fence here to close this in. Not you. Okay, cool. And then once that's closed in, we'll open this guy up, and I think we do need one here as well. There we go. That wouldn't have been good. Sure, take it down. No biggie. Let's just walk between. I did separate these intentionally. In the past when I've done these blocks, I've put them together. But I've been kind of thinking about doing windows for these guys. So by leaving one gap here, a one block gap, I can actually throw windows all around. So it's just kind of a thing. I thought, if the happiness is not going well, people are getting bent out of shape, maybe I'll, it's kind of I can throw windows in. If I put it right up against it, I really block that out. I can only do windows for the outer cells. So that's something I want to try at some point. Let's see. Okay, he opened the door for them. This is going to be the gentleman. Gentleman Weem opens doors for people. Okay. So we had work kind of going on this. I guess everybody's kind of bringing in more materials. They got started on the electric stuff versus finishing up the foundation, it seems. It's odd. Finish the building already. Okay, then we're going to bring the fence down. I guess that's more fence I can plan out. Right? If I'm going to do a similar kind of thing. I'll do something like that. Cool. That should cover all that. And then I could make this come down as well. You know what I mean? I could come and then move it in there, but we'll think about that. Just in case somebody came through, they would then have to work their way back up through here and through this jail door, but I don't know. We're going to wait because I don't want one of the workers to stop and make the fence, and then everybody's trying to go around it to finish the workshop later as we get kind of putting in the benches and everything. We'll get that going once I'm ready to start bringing workers in there. Inmates, as they are known here. Looks like we have a water issue here. Cool. So one of the things I noticed that the cell block money, we need to raise the prisoner cap to 15 in order to get that 10 grand. So we will get that pretty soon. Pretty soon. In fact, enclosed. Oh, right. These doors aren't actually here. I was like, it has doors. I see them. They're right there. No, they're right here. They're in storage. Okay. So this is overall, if I kind of pan out and look at this, it's a very poor design. I'm just going to say that right now. We got people coming in, you know, it's fine. They can kind of work their way in. But this is just not, I don't know. This doesn't look all that great. I'm kind of thinking that what we can do is get these cell blocks good and set up, and then maybe we can work a room. You know, if this ends up being yard underneath here, we could do a shower room, you know, kind of get a shower set up. And then once that is set up, I can then lock these doors down, and then we can do something else with this. I mean, even if it's a straight kind of hallway that comes through, you know, that the prisoners are brought in through, I mean, that's a possibility. So anyway, we'll have to think about that. Right now, I'm ending up having my workers are going to end up running around this whole thing, or they'll end up trying to come through, you know. The storage area is kind of what it was about, so I suppose I could just keep that as it is. But, I mean, there's a number of things we could do. We could use this for something else, you know. In fact, it could be in the infirmary. Maybe that's something that we do. There's a number of things we could do, but either way, I'm kind of thinking that this needs to change. We're really not going to need the holding cell here at all. And we can move the showers easy enough. So there you have it. And I'm all for things being symmetrical, so that's kind of throwing me as well that I've got all this stuff on one side. If I bring the cell block, let's get into planning here. How long are these? I know they're 11 tall, 23 wide. So let's say I did something like this. 23. You can see that we're not going to go symmetrical if we're talking about surrounding these cell blocks in buildings. You know, if we just did something like this. You know, putting buildings around these isn't going to be very symmetrical either, so not quite what we're looking for. Of course, I don't have to do the cell blocks here. I could do, you know, another one above and below, and then wrap around the buildings. Or I could just do, you know, here, and these aren't the correct dimensions, but yeah, I don't know. I could do something like that and surround it with buildings. So many options, so many things to do. That's what I really like about this. Is it's kind of the replay value is really high on this because there's just every time, you know, you've got things you're like, this was so poorly done, and you know, you could jump into a map and just pause it and just plan. You know, you could sit there and plan for a while. So one thing I was thinking about doing was planning kind of a whole prison itself. You know, modular, like in a modular fashion, like here's the whole prison, I've mapped it all out, but I did it in such a way that I only need to build this section first, then this section, and then I've got kind of everything else planned out. But anyway, I just haven't had the time to do that. There's no time. I don't know, I suppose part of the fun is jumping in here too and just kind of figuring it out as we go. So we're going to pause this. We finished our research, right? So we should be able to do the full deployment of jobs and everything. Let's kind of get that going. So max jobs is 2. We currently have, what, 7 people, so we don't have a lot. We can fill that up, though, because these are, in fact, the only 2 jobs we have. So let's see. I can't designate this right now. Can't do that just yet. And everything else is accounted for right now, so I think we can actually designate that. Medium security. Okay. Next step here. These guys are getting this. This is pretty much set up. We do have a door. Thought I had a door set up over here on the other side. Oh, I figured I didn't need it. That was the thing. So these workers are having to do quite the loop right now, unfortunately. They have this door. If I pop a door here, that would actually help a lot. If somebody could get to that. I suppose I'm not building a whole lot, so maybe that's something they can do. Let's pop a staff door here. And then hopefully somebody can get to that relatively soon. In the meantime, let's kind of look at this. We have objects. Do we have these yet? Yes, we do. We have I'm sorry, getting distracted. I was like, let me throw the room down. But the saw and the press, that's what it is. The saw and the press. That's what we need to get going here. Let's see. So we need to designate this as a room. I'm looking. Is it not available? It's probably, there it is. Since it's probably available and I'm just blind. For now, we'll just designate this all as workshop. And then jump back in here. So we can see one of the electric guys there. I'm going to make sure that it is lined up. Yeah, okay. Excellent. So yeah, 3 wide by 1. So we'll go 1, 2, 3. These are expensive. Oh, we got plenty of money. So we're going to do 4 of those guys. And then... So it will reach if I leave a 1 block gap between. So I think that's what we'll do. Sounds good. So we just did the... What did we just do? Did we do the saw? I guess we can see it. No, we did the press. So there we go. 1, 2, 3 and a 4. Excellent. Very cool. We're getting close, you guys. Close to making good money. Meanwhile, my prisoners are pissed. Super pissed. Okay. We're definitely going to have to address some of those issues. Tell me of your issues. Oh, they're getting these in right away. Cool. So then what we'll do is once they're done kind of doing their thing here, I can lock this door entirely and then tear this stuff down. I do have a... Oh, sorry. I was like, well, I do have a jail door on storage. Maybe that's a problem, but... Yeah, I think it's easier for them to be running down and around because they have a jail door here to get through. What a hassle. I could put in a staff door. I think we'll do that. Let's go ahead and do that, and I'm going to actually line it up with this guy down here. And then that jail door will end up not being used. I could break it down at some point. I'm not really concerned about that just yet, though. Kind of want to see what the flow is if I put a staff door in here and see if they start kind of going through here instead of running all the way, you know, down and around. Now, obviously, in this case, they're, you know, the only access is here. They literally have to come this way, but I'd like them to kind of be using this area more. And we can actually take this fence out now. This guy's trapped in here. Just realized he's like, guys, I'm kind of stuck. You kind of locked me in here. I feel like a prisoner. And put him to work. Put him to work in the workshop. Cool. Let's see. The staff door is probably okay for now. As far as taking this down. Something like that. We'll let them demo this down. I do have this staff door here. I suppose I can kind of permanently lock this for now. I don't know how safe that is. Because I think they can just come over here and kind of hammer on it, and won't take much. I know one of them was kind of hammering on this door here. You can see it even still needs to be repaired. I guess I can check mark that. But yeah, he was kind of punching that door, and so my assumption is that it's easier to punch through a door for them than it is to kind of get through a fence. So, okay. Let's get back in here and define the yard space once again. Okay, cool. Look at all that space. So much room to just roam free. It's crazy.